What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Extraordinary Critic. And today we got a special video. And I'm with my boy, the only one, Jacoby Smith.
What's good?
And as you can see the two backgrounds, this is gonna be a debate about which movie is better, Get Out or Sinners. Now, the reason why we're going with these two movies is because these two movies, so far, have been the biggest black movies in today's time. Get Out came out 2016, and I remember when Get Out came out, everybody was talking about this movie. Like everybody, like this was the mecca of black cinema or cinema period, honestly. But it's the mecca of black cinema and everything that black people ever wanted in a movie. It's funny, it's comedy, but it's clever and it talks about racism and it's horror. It's a horror movie, it's a thriller, and you got everything combined into one, and it's a plot twist, and it's no negative field on black people, ain't no black drama, ain't nobody getting pregnant, getting AIDS, getting killed, ain't nobody selling drugs. It's just that type of movie that black people, well, not niggas, but black people want to do. And honestly, Get Out is that movie that every indie black filmmaker try to make. And no shade, but their stories really don't make any sense. But hey, that's just me. Jacoby, how you feel about Get Out? Well, not telling how you feel because we know how you feel, but do you agree with everything I'm saying though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, bro.
When I was in 10th, this came out when I was in 10th grade. And I just remember when this movie came out, bro, it just nonstop talk about this movie. Like it just had a huge impact.
Bro, I remember, I can't remember what movie I went to go see specifically, but I remember like seeing the trailer for this movie, like the deer, like even just like with that deer scene,
Yeah.
not the scene where you hit the deer, but with the deer skeleton.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like that shit was
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, skin
Yeah.
crawl, bro.
For real, like honestly. Now on my end, we got the recent movie, Sinners, starring
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, directed by Ryan Coogler, and is about vampires in 1932 in Mississippi. Uh, yeah, this movie, Sinners, this movie came out recently, probably like what 2 months ago, I would say.
Yeah.
2 months ago. Has a huge impact, got great reviews, got 98%. Both of these movies are critically acclaimed movies, got positive reviews on both ends. But Sinners, yes, about Michael B. Jordan who plays twins, and and this movie is beloved because it's different. It's two movies into one, but it's meshed very well together. And also, man, it's just great performances. It's just a great story, and it's very entertaining. It's non-boring. Um, but even though these two movies are perfect cinematic movies, we have different opinions of which one is better. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, comment section, if you're watching this video, please comment down below which movie you think is better. But let's get into the debate. Jacoby,
Okay.
why do you think Get Out is better than Sinners?
Okay. I feel like Get Out is better than Sinners because Sinners is like Sinners is it's hard to even describe only because it's still really fresh. It's still really like a fresh like taste.
Right.
I want to say Get Out takes the cake because in short, it low key does. What's the word that I'm looking for? I'm trying to think of this.
What Get Out does?
No. It establishes. I feel like it establishes like the thriller horror genre a lot better than Sinners does.
Okay.
And I say that because, like you said, it's two movies into one. You say it's two movies into one. I personally feel like it's probably 3 or 4 movies into one.
Really?
Yes, bro, because it's that shit
Oh wow. Okay.
like that shit is different. Like that shit is it's hard to
Three movies in one. The reason why I say two movies is because okay, everybody, we're gonna get into spoilers. So if you haven't seen these movies, well, everybody
heavily
should have. Everybody seen Get Out. But if you have seen Sinners, please click off because we're going to get into spoilers. Um, but when it comes to Sinners, like the first half of the movie feels like a crime drama movie.
it feel like real it feels like real
Yeah, like crime drama movie, and then like second half is just this vampires. We're fighting vampires. It's not as scary as I thought it was going to be, which is fine for me because I'm not into horror movies like that. But it is a great thriller movie. Um, but yeah, I think it's two movies into one. Honestly. I don't know the third or fourth one you think it is, but I think it's two movies into one. Honestly,
like it gave me the vibe of like it gave me the vibe of like a vintage movie. First half of it is like a real like vintage Southern movie.
yeah.
Real real I'm not gonna call it woke. Real like racially like involved.
You know what? I don't think it's really that woke.
That's not woke at all. That's why
It's of course it's gonna be racial tensions. You're talking about Mississippi in 1932. Of course, there's gonna be
yeah.
racial things in it, but they don't really hang on until the racial stuff. Like it's there, it's the world they live in. You gotta deal with it.
I beg to differ because of that last scene. It was real on. I don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong at all. I appreciate everything that this movie like did. I appreciate how it did it. Like it was real magical. I watched the movie. Like, I watched the movie once in theaters. I want to see it in IMAX. I need to go see it again. It came back at IMAX, but I seen it like probably like 2 more times on bootleg. The cops watching. Don't get me. That shit like it works, but my thing is, I really low key just wanted more movie. It's a lot of movie. So we talked about this. We talked about this before. We talked about this before with like with a lot of movies being like a lot of movie.
Wait a minute. So you thought you was underwhelmed?
No, I feel like it was like underwhelmingly overwhelming. Especially with the hype, that came from this movie.
Oh, so you think it's overrated?
No. I think it's underwhelmingly overwhelming. Like it's a lot of movie, but it wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough runtime for me.
I think you're saying it's not enough. It wasn't enough time for the vampire stuff.
Because so peep. They really put a lot. Let's think about how they really did put a lot in this movie, bro. So you see how the one dude, how the one vampire, I forget his name, he flew.
Yeah,
Nobody,
he flew.
but
Yeah,
nobody else flies.
but he's the most powerful one. He's the leader.
But he's everybody else vampires though.
They're not his level though. It's like levels. It's like a boss type vampire.
But you see how that wasn't established in the movie. So you
don't need it. I didn't need it to be established to know he's the most powerful vampire. I don't need that to be established. I see that.
But what makes it the most powerful? Because what makes it the most? So they did say that like they feel
you want exposition. That's what you want. You want exposition. You want stuff to be explained to you.
No. I don't need that because like.
So why do you need him to know like why he's flying?
No. I was just pointing that out just to like because it's like that's a lot of movie. Remember how we talked about like how movies can be how like movies are like were made like with excitement. I can't remember what movie like I talked about that with, but like this kind of seemed like an exciting movie. Or like they were like really excited to make this movie. So it's like I can even see like if Ryan Coogler was really like with this being like an original picture like with him like I feel like he was flossing on niggas with this movie like and it's like but it wasn't like it's like I wanted more. So
you feel like okay, so you feel like it's great, it's entertaining, but you wanted more story. You feel like it wasn't enough story in this movie.
Yeah, and
I beg to differ.
so it's like because it's like that's not a bad thing because like with it being an original picture, he can make more, and it's like he can even make like shit. Nigga can make like a graphic novel with this shit, like. But
It is.
and
It is. It is. I do think, and people say this too, like it could be open to be a sequel to this. Me personally, I don't think it should be a sequel because
you
I
don't
just
think
feel
it needs
like
to be?
no, I don't think it's a
What about
sequel.
prequel?
No, you want to go back to slavery
You
time?
think, you think it'll stand alone? I wouldn't mind it. That'd be fire, nigga.
No, no, no.
Be fire, nigga.
I want this to be a
Fire.
standalone movie because I love like original movies on its own. They don't need to be no franchise. We got enough franchises. We got enough sequels to that anyway. And let's just make standalone original movies, man.
But
And
what if
it's great on its own.
what if like the next movie wasn't like a vampire? What if it was like a werewolf or a boogeyman?
He's not doing that. He's not doing that. That'd be silly.
I can see him do it, but it's
Werewolves, boogeyman, outdated as hell. Come on,
but man,
come on, man.
like I'm not trying to dig into this movie. I'm just saying like I wanted so much more, and like I low key wished you didn't spoil like it being like with them being twin brothers because I really didn't know. I wasn't watching no trailers, man. It's like that. I feel like, and it's just like
It's in the second trailer, second or third
but
trailer.
I didn't watch the second trailer. I didn't
Yeah,
watch the
it's in
second.
there. Yeah, it's in
I
there.
thought he was. I thought it was gonna be like. I thought he was gonna like. I thought like he was gonna probably like turn into a vampire or some shit. Like I thought the movie was going like. I didn't think it was. I thought I didn't know what to expect. But
And that is why it's a great movie because it's not predictable. It's not nothing. It's nothing you've never seen before.
Yeah, but I didn't think bro was going. I didn't think the twin. I didn't think what's his name Stack. I didn't think Stack was gonna die that quickly though. I didn't think, and it's like, and I didn't think like.
And that's good. And that's
I feel
good
like the movie
because
just
it gives you
happened
an
so
edge to see
like.
it.
I don't think like I feel like the okay. Think about the pacing with these two movies.
I do think that Get Out pacing is better than Sinners pacing. I do think so. I think that Get Out has a consistent theme throughout the movie, and it's about racism, but it's a build up. It's a slow build up into what's actually going on in that house.
Yeah.
Compared to Sinners, you got
but they both
huh?
They're both slow burns.
No. I'm not saying that, and you're correct. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that Get Out theme and pacing is different, and I think it's better because it flows with the story. Compared to Sinners, like Get Out is one movie. Sinners is two movies. So by the time we get to the second movie, it's something totally different. But everybody in theaters know that's about vampires. And the major criticism about Sinners, and my girlfriend said this too when we saw this movie, is that it takes a while to get to the vampire part. And then when you get to the vampire,
but I don't mind that. I ain't mind that.
Me personally, I didn't mind that because I loved the first half of the movie. I loved it more than the second half, in my honest opinion. Don't get me wrong, the second half is great, but the first, like me personally, I'm not into vampires. I'm into horror. I'm not into all that stuff. What I am into is great storytelling and drama about these characters. Like Smoke and Stack are very interesting characters. And they're not the characters where like one twin is crazy and one is like stable. It's not like that with these two characters. The one is more calculated and more serious about his business. One is more happy go guy, easy going, but you really can't trust him. You really can't trust him because he could be like his charming ways could be a thing for him to get what he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about these characters. And I love how Ryan Coogler introduced these characters once the twins come back. When the twins come back, like it's not a whole lot, it's not exposition about what happened with these people. It's like the dialogue between the twins and the other characters you could tell that these people had a relationship with these characters. Either it's a sexual relationship or a love relationship or a friendship. You could tell that Smoke and Stack was like really like had people that really cared for them before they left and went to Chicago. And it was really clever for Ryan Coogler to have them gather people that they know to help them open this juke joint.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, smoking stack, they know these people from back in the day and stuff like that. And also you gotta think about is that how this takes place in 24 hours. The main story. It takes place in 24 hours. And that was really interesting how he did all that stuff. And the amount of character development that he got through these characters in a 25-hour story and so many characters are in this, I feel like he did it very, very well. Now, like I said, well, Get Out, I think it's better paced because it's, for me, I like one movie. I like one movie. But the reason why I think Sinners is better than Get Out is because I think that Sinners have a much compelling story to me than Get Out does. I just fell in love with these characters more than I did with Get Out characters, and I was more in tune and more invested with Smoke and Stack in the world that we're in more than I am in Get Out. This is me personally though.
I respect that. I respect that because I can get engulfed in both stories.
And don't get me wrong, Get Out story is very compelling. Don't no, I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm just more of a world building, more character driven, more. I'm just not into the horror stuff. I'm just like the first half of Sinners is just like it's just pure storytelling.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
It's pure storytelling.
I like. I like. I like how I can get. I like. I'm saying. I'm trying. I'm trying to talk about me personally. I like how I can get engulfed in both, like both stories.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but the thing about Get Out is when you first watch Get Out, you don't know what exactly is going on because the trailer don't tell you a whole lot anyway.
Yeah.
So when you get into Get Out, you don't know exactly what this movie is really about, and that's a good thing because it's a mysterious it's a mystery as much as it's a thriller and a horror. It's a mystery.
It's mysterious
because you don't know, and plus, and the thing about Get Out is that these characters, and this is what I love about Get Out. Honestly, I'm glad that they make the white people. They didn't make them openly racist. Because in movies, people are like, yeah, I hate this nigger, I hate this, and then they'll do it in a way like we have to let the audience know that these people are racist.
Right.
Even the brother in this movie, was he was an asshole, and you could tell he had some racial tensions, but he didn't openly say I hate niggers. He just say and acts certain things that was offensive to a black person, and he was being an asshole, and that's how people really act. You know, that's how people really act. That's how racist people really talk. But like I said, when it comes to Sinners, it's like I don't know. It's like it's something about Michael B. Jordan just disappearing into these twins, and Haley Steinfeld being the love interest to Stack, and it's like these characters, man, they're so well written. They're so compelling on their own. They're very flawed, and it's really about getting this juke joint like open. But how they do it is like they have to reach out to people from their past and face like pretty much like the repercussions of what they've done once they left. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then especially when you get to the juke joint spot, it's like the music is so beautiful, man, and how the message of that boy Sonny connecting to all different generations.
Talk about the music later.
Yeah, and like how the the juke joint scenes, man. There, it's like I was very invested in there. It was like it was pretty long, but it was good because you need that.
Mhm.
Um, I would say though that the vampires part was kind of the least interesting part, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It was done very well. But I was so invested into these characters and this world building and who they are and their relationship that I really didn't. I cared about the vampires part. It was exciting to see that. It was jaw dropping. But I just like the first part of the movie better because it had a lot more to say.
Yeah.
It had a lot going on. And my girlfriend disagrees. My girlfriend was like, I don't care about that. Let's get the vampire part because she's not cinematic, geek like I am. So, regular people not gonna think how I think. But me personally, Sinners had a lot more to say than it's about vampires. You know what I'm saying? It's a really deep movie.
Yeah.
But Get Out, when you watch Get Out, you gotta pay attention to the clues. You gotta pay attention to certain details. You gotta be questioning yourself of what's really going on. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Get
But
Out. So like the thing about that with it being so many movies, I feel like that's the difference between these two movies. Like how like though just like those small elements can like sort of kind of almost disconnect you and,
yeah,
and like it can like disconnect like the audience a little bit. So it's like even like with some people that don't like appreciate like slow burn build up like that. That has
yeah, yeah,
it's just so it's like but like with Get Out, like that mysteriousness of it,
yeah. I think that's what draws
like
people into that movie too. You're right because it's
yeah,
mysterious because you don't know. It's not spelling it out for you.
right.
It's not,
It's,
but you know something weird is going on in that house.
it's a mysterious like
Yeah,
that's like
something's weird, something's off,
it was crazy.
something's off. And you know that, but you don't know exactly what is going on until also to the third act.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, but I just love the message of Get Out of how like the message of Get Out, right? The main message.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, so it's like, but it's a mysterious ass topic. Even
Yeah, yeah, it is. But it's like
like,
it's but the
like
way Jordan
trafficking.
Peele But the way Jordan Peele did this in Get Out, it was like this is why this is his best movie because it's telling you like white people always want to be black. They always want to be black people. We are genetically better than white people. We age better. We are
Yeah,
more athletic. What else we got?
Millennium, baby. It's all
Yeah,
right.
we just genetically age and look better, and we have certain things that white people don't have. You know what I'm saying? The only thing white people do have is that they got some big ass white dudes. they
Yeah.
got some big ass white dudes. But yeah, we age better. We age better. We look better. Like what I'm saying, we have style. We have charisma. We're more talented than white people. Like we have like most of the music that are great are black people. Who started the blues? Black people. And what blues started? Rock and roll. If it wasn't for the blues, it wouldn't be no rock and roll, and it wouldn't be all the Beatles
And
and Rolling
country and
Stones.
folk. A lot of people don't even like to admit that.
That is true, but blues was more popular though.
It's definitely more popular, but we
Yeah.
started.
And guess what? Blues is in centers. The blues are in centers. And I'm saying Rolling Stone, the Beatles, all of them looked up to Little Richard and all those guys. Like we are genetically just more better and gifted, have more style. We're just dope as fuck. We can be ignorant as fuck and do stupid shit and be niggas. But yeah, Elvis Presley, he grew up with black people. He got his style from black people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he stole from black people. I think he was inspired by black people.
He stole.
Yeah, he did. He did. We're not gonna get into that. But yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the music. So the music in Sinners, is that music?
So okay, let me ask you, which soundtracks do you like? Which soundtracks do you
Oh,
like?
Sinners for sure.
Okay.
Sinners for sure. Sinners for sure. When that boy Sonny was singing, No, when that girl was performing and it was stomping, I thought I was in church for a second. I was like, okay,
that shit was beautiful.
all
And like,
right.
like with them tapping into the different spirits from the future to the
That was
past,
powerful.
doing that, like that shit was
That was powerful.
like that's what I'm saying. Like that scene almost like because I wasn't expecting it, almost took me out of the movie. But they did it so well, like that shit was like it was like I don't
My
know,
my girlfriend was confused too. My girlfriend
it
was
was
like,
enchanting.
she was like, "What's going on? What's happening? Like,
It
why
was,
Crips and Bloods in the
it
juke
was
joint?" And I had explained it. I said, "Baby, he's connecting to different generations. That's why the vampire
generations,
leader wants
different
Sunny.
different cultures,
Yeah,
like
different cultures, different
out
generations. Yeah,
like
he's that powerful of a musician that he can connect to the future, the past, and all that stuff." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And I like it.
that shit was
And uh,
like I like what they were saying about it, especially with like how certain people how like not even just white people but even like just certain people even like other cultures even like anybody could do it like they like to
yeah,
suck essence like out of like the culture and
yeah, yeah.
just like they do that it's like and it's just oh if they would have like they would have just like sung in like I feel like if it was more movie I feel like if they had like a lot more runtime like they like a lot of shit could have just like the stain could have stuck a lot like
Right.
just,
I do think that the villain in Sinners is more compelling than Get Out Sinners. I mean, than Get Out villains. Is he stuck? Okay, cool.
you were okay.
I was stuck too. Okay. I do feel like that Sinners villain is better than Get Out villains.
Hold on wait with the music with Get Out's music hold on with the Get Out soundtrack
Oh, okay,
that's
we were doing that. Okay.
that's like I Get Out soundtrack don't sound like no other like horror soundtrack I could think of. Like that opening, like that opening theme, like is is creepy. It's but I love it. Like it's that shit is hard. Like that
Get
shit
Out
like
or Sinners.
it's just like get out.
Okay, okay, okay.
Like
All right.
it's just like it's just real like real eerie and like it's not a lot of and ooh this and it's not a lot of music in it. It's not a lot of music.
No, no, it's not.
Not
I
a
mean,
lot of
it's not a huge soundtrack. I mean, it's going to be intense music, and they do got that intense music. Then when he's killing
but
everybody, you go, oh, oh.
yeah, but a lot of yeah. But a lot of horror movies like to lean in too much with the music. Music. Okay, so with me, with how I live with I appreciate I love music. I love soundtracks. Cine soundtrack is amazing. I love music so much. This shit, but it's just like that's the thing. I love music so much. If there's too much music,
They can throw you off.
it'll throw you off. And that
I don't like songs or unnecessary music that don't fit with the
mm-hmm.
scene, and
Yeah,
that gets that irritates me.
yeah.
But I feel like when it came to Sinners, I feel like it matches
It
with
definitely matches. It definitely matches.
because what one Sonny, the character, is inspired by the director's uncle. His uncle was a blues player and passed away 2015. So and it can be and like honestly, like Ryan Coogler could really easily fucked up the whole blues music because movies today's time who make time period movies, their music don't match with the times. It's too modern.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to Sonny and the blues music, it sounds like the blues. It really does. It sounds like the blues.
If you listen to the whole soundtrack, there's even there's music that's not even in the movie. Even if you stay like if you probably stayed to the end.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
So even like they even have Rod Wave in that movie. I don't listen to Rod Wave, but they got Rod Wave on the soundtrack.
He got it. He had the music video.
Yeah, man, I
He
see
had the music
it
video.
too,
Now
bro.
he in jail. Now he arrested.
That shit was hard.
You know,
They
he in jail, right?
Time fit. Huh?
He in jail.
Right way.
Yeah, 14 charges.
Everybody in 14 charges.
Yeah, that fat nigga stay in trouble.
Damn. Everybody in jail.
Yeah, but
Haley
yeah,
Steinfeld, like a whole bunch of people like on that soundtrack. Haley Steinfeld got a song on there where she's singing. She sang. I didn't even expect that. She didn't even
me
sing.
either. Me either.
And like, but that's not a feat. That's not a feat that Get Out has over this movie. I'm just saying like not like with the music. I'm just saying like Get Out, like the fact that it doesn't have like to rely on like too much like that, like with horror does. That shit, like I appreciate that a lot. Like human trafficking is insane. I like going back to work this week. I ain't never seen no missing girl poster on our
Oh yeah,
it's like it's a missing girl poster on our door and shit.
yeah.
It's like
But yeah, the human trafficking and the whole taking brains out, putting the black brains,
it's crazy, bro.
crazy. And
That's
then
legacy to them niggas.
and
That was
then like
legacy to them.
you like the wife hypnotized the black. And furthermore, that girl shit is beaten, bro.
Huh?
Her shit is beaten.
Oh my
Like
god.
her shit is beat in. All those pictures, all them dudes in that night, girl, her shit is swollen.
Yeah, bro. That shit is crazy.
So
She was
you
committed.
so
Hey,
you
bro,
whoring your
legacy.
daughter out to lure in black people,
Legacy, man. Legacy.
and now you got black people like don't date white girls because she gonna take you to a house where you gonna get freaking. Oh, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I love these movies so much, but I slowly think that Sinners is a better movie overall.
I
I
respect
think
it.
I just think that the world building is more compelling than Get Out. I think Get Out is more of a simpler. I don't want to say simpler because it's complicated.
Cause like it's so much in it. Like,
It's
well, not
yes,
so much,
yeah.
cause it's like so much comes with it. Like,
It's just Get Out has a theme. They stick to it, and they roll all the way to the finish line. With Sinners is like it could be argued that has different themes in the movie that reflect on these characters and the storylines and stuff. And both movies have amazing performances, but it's something about Michael B. Jordan playing those twins. He just disappears. Like he really does.
he definitely do disappear.
No, just smoke
And
both of them. Both of them. Because I'm being real with you. And this is what Ryan Coogler did that was really smart too. He
he like
separated them two for a while.
yeah yeah.
And so you can really tell the difference between the one and the other. It's not just the colors that they wear, it's their personalities. Like Smoke is all about business. He's calculated. He's about his money. And if you fuck with him, he's gonna shoot you in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
And like when it comes to Stack is more like he's jolly, he's laid back, he's cool, he's funny, he's charming, but also it's something about him that makes me not trust his ass.
Shit, you said that nigga grimy, that nigga slimy.
I always thought that Stack like my friend tried to argue me down saying that Stack is not like no Stack is not to be trusted, and I knew he couldn't be trusted in the beginning of the movie.
He's a cat. He's a cat.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, like I'd never like you could tell that Stack was never trusted when Sonny and Smoke got into it. And Smoke said, if I see you around this place full time, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. And it's not that Smoke is an asshole, it's that Smoke is trying to get him away from his lifestyle because it's a dangerous place to be in. But Stack, like you come in time, you can play like full time. Like that's how I know this nigga's not to be trusted. It's like he don't care.
Yeah, and when like he was cool, like he let old girl go out there, even though he didn't want to. He let old girl go out there just on some business shit. Even though like they even talked about it, he still let her go out there on some business shit.
Like Stack, like then also I knew that he wasn't be trusted when he lied to the boy about the guitar. It's like I knew he was lying about that shit. We got this from a poker game from the famous musician. It's like, no, it's my dad's guitar.
And I didn't even peep that scene until like the second time I watched it. But
it's like,
he was
no.
like, hey, we got that from.
I knew he was lying in that car. So this thing ain't got that from the famous musician. All right, now that's enough.
Where did he say they really got it from?
Some famous musician at the time
No, I'm saying where did they really get it from though?
The dad. It was their dad's guitar.
He said they got that from my dad.
This is my dad's guitar. It's like, don't listen to Stack. Like, I knew Stack was foolish. Stack was never to be trusted, man. I never trust this nigga, man.
I really wish, but I wish he didn't die. Like I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I wish he ain't like turned into a vampire as early as
I did. I like that he did that because he was so fun and so lustful. He, like I said, he's not as calculated as Smoke. Smoke is calculated. He's all about business. He's not gonna sit there have sex in his business arrangement. He's not gonna do that. But Stack, on the other hand, you know what I'm saying? He don't mind. It's fun to him, and that's why he got caught up. If it was Smoke, I don't that big titty lady that who's played phenomenally by the actress. But if she want to do it, she ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it no business right now. We're gonna do it later. I'm about business right now, and that's why he survived. Until the end though. Spoilers. Like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this video. But anyway, so this is the discussion for today. It was really fun. I like this a lot. But yeah, this is our opinions. I think Sinner's a better movie. Jacoby didn't Get Out's a better movie, but both equally are great, phenomenal piece of cinema. Not just black cinema, but cinema period. And these movies, especially Get Out, in my opinion, change the way that black people make movies now. Because when you watch these Tubi movies or the short film that black people be doing, they either try to copy off of Get Out or try to do something similar or inspired by Get Out. And their stories might not make a whole lot of fucking sense, but yeah, I've seen plenty of indie filmmakers make movies like Get Out, and I think a lot of black filmmakers are going to start making movies like Sinners, because like I said, the whole
like just like I was watching Woman in the Yard. You can feel it in that.
Yeah, you can feel it in that. It's like because like I feel like black creators at this point are tired of the whole narrative of either black movies gotta be about drug dealing or the depression of what black people go through, or the one I don't know, like slavery movies. You know, this
slowing down on them. It ain't been too many.
I wish it stopped.
Too many good ones.
12 Years a Slave. It's enough.